The last of the events for the team trios is going to be a Valorous hero in Pokemon Go. So let's go over the top tips to help you guys max out on this event in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the Trader Club. Here we go. The Valorous Hero Event is going to go down on Thursday, May 11th at 10 a.m. local time, and that's going to go all the way until 8 p.m. on Wednesday, May 18th. So you will have exactly 1 raid hour to be able to hopefully capitalize on one of the bonuses here, which are going to be 2 times catch candy and 2 times the likelihood of getting XL candy when you are trainer level 31 and up. Not only that, there's going to be specific raid bosses, research, and more that we're going to check out in my tips, starting off with tip number 1. Tip number 1 for this event is going to be, well, there's not really event spawns from what we can see here, so they're going to be normal spawns at that. So what I am going to encourage you guys to is to check the pinned comments of this video and go to the Sylph Nest Finder. And while a lot of people have not been updating this nest finder, you guys can start here now. Or if you don't care to update it, because the nests do switch every couple weeks. And how do you find those nests? Is all you have to do is go to the website and click the local location and allow it to find it in your browser. By doing that, it's going to put you exactly where you're at. So let's go ahead and do this here together. I'm gonna go ahead and click this. It says no nest found. But if you do notice that there are red borders around all these park areas, right? So this one doesn't have one, but these have it over here. And if we zoom out a little bit, you can see, okay, there's the downtown park that's got it, Goddard Park. All of these have been reported in Pokemon Go as being able to be a nest or is currently a nest. And being here right now in the bottom left corner, it's gonna tell me when the next nest migration is going to be. So if you do see in the bottom left corner, you're going to see that the next migration is going to be in 7 hours and 41 minutes. So tonight at 6 p.m. we will get a rotation of this nest, which will mean all the nests will change. So since we are very close to this nest, I'm going to go ahead and pop open Pokemon Go and we can check out to see if we can see what's in this nest here. So let's go ahead and pop the camera off and walk over here together right now. Obviously we have some sunlight issues at the moment with extreme light. I don't know exactly what this nest is, but hopefully once we walk into here, we will start seeing some spawns that will be consistent with what a nest would be Pokemon Go. Okay, and based on what I'm seeing here right now, I would take a gander of a guess without walking this park multiple times and being here for a little bit that this is going to be a Tepig nest. And yes, Tepig is boosted in the sunny weather, but there's 2 Tepigs here and then there's a Pignite as well. So for my first initial evaluation, I would say that it's that. Let's go ahead and go a little bit further and let's hatch an egg. Get ourselves a Tyrogue right there, 266, not 100% IV. And so right now I would conclude this as a Tepig nest. So how do you figure out what the nest would be? Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes you walk into a nice big park area and you'll see like multiple Pokemon. You're like, oh, well, obviously this is a Pinsir nest or a Scyther nest. You know, there's 3 or 4 of them. You're like, why is there 3 or 4 Scyther in this area? That doesn't make sense. But here right now, this is a smaller park, so it's not the best representation. How you would figure out what this nest actually is you would be here for a little bit of time. You walk around a couple times and you see multiple spawns that you're like, okay, you know, oh, there's multiple Tepig that keep spawning here over and over again. Obviously, there's some nests that are going to be more dense and less dense, so this is definitely something that I suggest you guys check out. An easy thing for you guys to find that. And what I am suggesting is that once you do find a Pokemon at a nest that you like, we can take us into tip number 2, which is going to be bonuses and what we're going to do to capitalize on those. So, tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be all about our bonuses in Pokemon Go, right? So we have 2 times catch candy and 2 times the likelihood of getting XL candy in Pokemon Go. So what would I suggest you guys do here? Number 1, go to a nest, find a nest that's going to be lucrative for your candy. Number 2, use pineapple berries as much as possible, even in the wild, especially if you're looking at getting XP. You can find the 12 candy per evolved Pokemon, which are going to be Pidgey, Weedle, Caterpie. We also have Wishmer that works. That's not 12 candy, but you also have Rattata and other things like that. A lot of Pokemon that you do have a lot of candy of, whether it be 12 candy per evolve or even 25 candy. These Pokemon are powerful to give them pineapple berries and start saving them for 2 times evolution XP for spotlight hours, because it will add up and make it quite easy for you. And you can save all these Pokemon up because May 23rd will be Skorupi spotlight hour. Not only that, it will be 2 times evolution XP, so running something like a Pokemon Go Plus, an auto catcher in the background while you walk around, you're catching those Pokemon, you have lucky eggs on, and you're evolving all these Pokemon that you just earned a bunch of candy for with 2 times catch candy. That's going to help you guys maximize out on a lot of XP and capitalize on this event. Not only that, for the 2 times likelihood of getting XL candy, when you do find a Pokemon that you want, let's just take Pinsir for example, make sure to mega that Pokemon if you're in a nest, or if you see a lot of Pokemon out there, you're like, oh wow, I could really use XL candy. Maybe it's windy and you're getting some Tyrant spawns and some other dragon spawns in your area, mega evolving a Pokemon that you have at a mega level 3, such as an Altaria, a Mega Charizard X, a Salamence, a Latios, a Latias, doing those Pokemon, then walking around with those Pokemon as your mega active as a mega level 3 and catching all those Pokemon that are boosted, whether it be in a nest or a weather condition, is going to help you guys capitalize on a lot of extra XL candy because the chances are so much high. And then if you guys do choose to do any raids out there, we can check that out in tip number 3. The raids out are going to be in tier 1. We do have Hisuian Growlithe. Just remember that will be the same exact candy as Growlithe, so I'm not really encouraging you guys to do a bunch of these raids, but this is out there. We have the Galarian Ponyta out there that does have a shiny, and the Hoot Hoot that does have a shiny. Choose as you may. I'm not going to be doing any of these raids. In the tier 3, we are going to have Avalugg, the Hisuian one that does have the shiny, Braviary, Druddigon, as well as Galarian Stunfisk. So all of these Pokemon have had some type of days where they have had increased shiny rates, except for the Druddigon, but that one was out quite prevalently. Fortunately, I was able to get that in a video. If you want to see that video out there, you can check it out. It was a lot of fun being able to go and raid for that Pokemon. These ones are mostly vanity shinies here, except for the Galarian Stunfisk, but most of us did the research day, which helped us get this Pokemon in higher quantities, potentially good ones, and XL candy. Then in tier 5, we are going to have Tapu Fini out there. If you guys want to see the complete Tapu Fini guide, you guys can check that out up here and raid for that Pokemon if you do care to get XL candy. That's a brand new shiny in Pokemon Go. And then finally, we do have the Mega Pinsir. I like the Mega Pinsir. I also did put a counter guide out, and at the end of that counter guide, I did put the best of the best in there. If you guys do want to see where the Mega Pinsir ranks for a meta attacker as a bug typing in Pokemon Go. Those are going to be all of the Pokemon that are going to be in raids, which is then going to lead us to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is going to be all about the field research and the research going on during this event, so I highly suggest you guys complete this and capitalize. So let's check that out right now. And let's not forget 2 things that are coming on during this event, which I did not know about. Number 1, we are getting 2 times mysterious components every single time you battle a rocket. Now, I don't know exactly why that didn't come about, but 12-kilometer eggs, just remember, are amazing things to help you guys stock up on Stardust. 12-kilometer eggs, amazing. Number 1. Number 2, battling all these rockets, remember, you can get a bunch of grunts that can now be shiny, which are fantastic. And number 3, there's another bonus out there that's going to be daily raid passes when spinning Pokestops in Pokemon Go during this event. So take full advantage of these, whether you're going after a Tapu Fini, whether you're going after the Mega Pinsir, or whether you're going after one of the 3-star raids that can be shiny, or even, I guess, maybe one of the 1-star raids, or whatever you want to do with these raid passes. Take full advantage of them. Don't let them go by because they're totally free. And the field research tasks are going to be as follows. We have Battle 3 Go Rocket Grunts for 5 Revive. These are basically based around you guys battling a bunch of Team Rockets, battle in gym for a couple Hyper Potions, power up a Pokemon for 300 Stardust. I would not do either of these power up tasks because even if you do a low end one, I mean, you're trading 200 Stardust for 300 stars. So yeah, you're gaining 100 Stardust if you do it level 1 Pokemon. Those don't really make sense to me, but you can power up a Pokemon 10 times, which I would also skip, and this can give you a Ponyta, unless I guess the Ponyta does have the bandana on its neck, which I don't really think that's going to be the case. But now let's move on to that quest line that will give you this for sure. Catch 15 Pokemon for 10 Pokeballs. We have used 15 berries to help catch Pokemon for 10 raspberries. Power up Pokemon 5 times. Remember to use those level 1 Pokemon, guys. Do not overlook that. For 1,000 Stardust, 1,500 XP, and a Charmander encounter. Remember, Charmander 100% IV will be 420. Use 5 super effective charge attacks for 10 Pineapple berries. Power up a Pokemon 10 times for 2,000 Stardust. Battle 3 Team Go Rocket members for 3 revives, 2,000 XP, and a Stuffle encounter. In stage number 3, we have catch 15 Pokemon for 15 Great Balls. Power up a Pokemon 15 times for 2,500 Stardust, and battle in 3 gyms for 5 revives, and then with 2,500 XP, and you get the Candela accessory Ponyta, which I am assuming that there's, since based on the other events, the other one from the field research will just give you a regular one. This is going to give you the Candela one, same exact 100% IV, which will be 727. And then finally, we have to claim the rewards for 80 Mega Charizard energy, 5 Hyper Potions, 7 revives for 2,500 XP and 2,500 Stardust, and then we have an also, don't forget about this one, a timed research, which is going to be another, oof, man, power-upping a lot of Pokemon in here. Please use those level 1 Pokemon and save your Stardust here, unless you really have one specific Pokemon that you need to max out. Power Pokemon 10 times for 1,000 Stardust, catch 5 Pokemon for 10 Pokeballs, make 5 Great Throws for 10 Raspberries, battle 3 Team Go Rocket Grunts for 5 Hyper Potions, 1,000 Stardust, 1,000 XP, and 1 TM. And we have Power Up Pokemon 10 times for 1,000 Stardust, catch 5 Pokemon for 10 Pokeballs, make 5 Great Throws for 10 Raspberries, battle in a gym 3 times for 5 Hyper Potions for 1,000 Stardust, 1,000 XP, and 1 TM. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it. Get out there, enjoy yourself, do some research. Good luck on getting a shiny. Have you guys gotten a shiny of any of the team accessory Pokemon in Pokemon Go? So with all that said, guys, enjoy yourself, get out there, play hard. I love candy bonuses. I don't ever overlook the candy bonuses, especially if you have increased XL candy chances, because XL candy, regular candy, especially when it comes in higher quantities, and you can use pineapple berries to get it to 4 times catch candy, it's always something that I capitalize on, especially if I'm looking for XP and trying to get those evolutions. That's all we have for this event. Don't take it lightly, but at the same time, do what you like to do in Pokemon Go because it's your game. So thank you guys for being here as always. Likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out in the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.